The week of July 13th through 19th was anything but ordinary. From vanishing sailors and dead gunslingers to chilling massacres and witch trials. These stories remind us that history is stranger, darker, and eerier than we're often taught. In 1629, aboard the Dutch East India Company ship Batavia, sailors Wouterloos and Jan Pelgrom de Bay were accused of participating in a grisly mutiny and massacre after the ship wrecked off the coast of what is now Western Australia. The punishment? They were marooned, cast ashore on the desolate, hostile Australian coast with nothing but minimal supplies. Their crime was brutal. The Batavia had run aground on a reef, and the survivors, who made it to nearby islands, soon fell into chaos. Under the leadership of a psychopathic merchant named Jeronimus Cornelis, dozens of survivors were murdered, men, women, and children alike. Loos and Pelgrom were spared execution, but banished to Australia's wilderness. No one ever heard from them again. Some speculate they died quickly. Others wonder if they were the first Europeans to settle Australia, their fate lost to history. Their disappearance remains one of Australia's oldest unsolved mysteries. John Ringo was known as one of the deadliest gunfighters of the American West, a feared figure associated with the Cowboys gang and an adversary of Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday. But on July 14, 1882, Ringo was found dead at Turkey Creek Canyon, Arizona, seated against a tree, a single bullet wound to the temple, revolver in his hand. Was it suicide? Many doubt that explanation. His death was surrounded by mystery. There were no powder burns on his temple. His boots were found off his feet, oddly placed. Some say Doc Holliday killed him and covered it up. Others whisper about outlaw revenge. The desert was silent that day, and John Ringo's death has remained one of the Old West's enduring mysteries. During explorer Samuel Hearne's overland journey to the Arctic, he relied on the guidance of Chippewayan leader Matanabe. But on July 17, 1771, at a location now known as Bloody Falls, near the Coppermine River, Matanabe and his warriors ambushed a group of Inuit families, men, women, and children, slaughtering them without mercy. Hearne, who witnessed the massacre firsthand, was horrified, but powerless to stop it. The motivations behind the attack remain murky. Revenge, old tribal rivalries, cultural conflict. But Hearne's diary described the event in chilling detail. It was one of the most brutal episodes in early Arctic exploration, a reminder that exploration was not just maps and discoveries, but violence, betrayal, and blood. On this day, July 19th, 1692, 5 women were led to the gallows in Salem, Massachusetts. Among them, Sarah Good, Sarah Wilds, Elizabeth Howe, Susanna Martin, and Rebecca Nurse. Rebecca Nurse's case was particularly tragic. She was a respected elderly woman of the community, even initially found not guilty, but after loud protests from her accusers, the court reversed its decision. In a moment of eerie hysteria, the court declared her guilty of witchcraft after her own neighbors begged for her execution. She was hanged that day, along with the others. Years later, one of her accusers would confess she had lied. Satan, she claimed, had tricked her into false testimony. The Salem Witch Trials remain one of the darkest examples of paranoia, religious fanaticism, and the dangers of mob justice. History isn't just dates and names, it's disappearances, mysteries, massacres, and madness. For more eerie history every week, don't forget to like and subscribe. And check out our This Week in History playlist. We'll see you next Sunday.